What's up, Misfit Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I am host, Matt the Misfit. Tonight, we are going to go over Ring of Honor Final Battle preview and predictions for the show that's happening on Saturday night from Arlington, Texas, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 matches, 6 title matches. Might be another match added on the pre-show on Rampage. We'll find out whether or not that's going to happen or not. If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button, the comment down below, the like button. Follow the social medias, Misfit Wrestle TV on Twitter, Misfit Wrestling Pod on Instagram, and like I said last night on the AEW Dynamite review, you can follow it. I don't really use it very much. Misfit Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. And then right here on the YouTube's, youtube.com/@MisfitWrestlingPodcast. Let's go over this card here. Like I said, 7 matches on this show, 6 title matches. We do know that it was announced on the media call yesterday for Ring of Honor's Final Battle. Tony Khan did say that after this week, he's going to limit, hopefully, I'm praying to God, he's limiting the amount of Ring of Honor we see on Dynamite and Rampage. Hopefully going forward, and I'm hoping that's the case. He also said that at the media scrum, this is probably why I'm probably going to wait until after the show is done and after the media scrum to actually do the review, to set that up. But he said that he's gonna have some news on the future of the television schedule for the Ring of Honor TV deal. We have also found out there's a rumor, either it's a rumor or it's actually been confirmed, that the Honor Club subscription services, I believe, is going back up at some point. Who knows? But we'll find all that out on Saturday following the pay-per-view. Let's go over this card here first. We're going to start off with the only non-title match on this show so far. Shane Taylor, JD Griffey are going to be taking on Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, Swerve in Our Glory. Shane Taylor approached Keith Lee on Rampage last week and basically challenged Keith Lee to a tag match. He said he can find a partner if he wants. He and JD Griffey, who's never had an association, by the way, I should point this out too. Ring of Honor isn't the partner here. I don't know why he went with JD Griffey. We'll probably never figure that. Well, depending on who's on commentary, they'll probably figure that out. But it is going to be Swerve on Our Glory. I don't know much about JD Griffey. I know about Shane Taylor, I believe he was part of the foundation with former Ring of Honor World Champion Jonathan Gresham. I think I do know about that story. Swerve on Our Glory, they're hashing it out right now. I'm gonna go with Swerve on Our Glory here with this one, mainly because I don't know why else this match is happening other than to have a match on the show that's not for the title, for any title rather. But there's that. Then we got the 6-man tag team championships. Dalton Castle and the Boys defending against the Embassy and Brian Cage with not Tully Blanchard in the corner. But this match was teased or set up on Dark Elevation. I believe it was Dark Elevation. Dalton Castle and the Boys won the 6-man tag team titles back at Death Before Dishonor from the Righteous, who was Vincent Bateman and Dutch and Vincent, currently doing tryouts for WWE at the Performance Center. Maybe they'll sign them, maybe they won't. Who knows what's going to happen with Dutch and Vincent. I like Dalton Castle. He's great. I'm going to go with Dalton Castle and the Boys retaining here. There's no reason for them to take the titles off of them. Unless Dalton Castle, they're going to do something with him on AEW. I believe AEW signed Dalton Castle. I could be wrong on that. But I'm going to go with Dalton Castle and the Boys. But I don't know what's going to happen next with that. Brian Cage I don't care for Brian Cage. You guys know how I feel about him. The Embassy's great. I like those. Two guys. I'll take him away from Brian Cage. You can do a hell of a lot of stuff with the tag team division there. So there's that. A match I don't really give two shits about here. Mercedes Martinez defending the Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Athena. I don't care about this match. I know this match has had some type of build. I know Athena's been doing great stuff as a heel. She still sucks as a promo. She's a great wrestler. Her heel work is doing wonders, but I don't care for her as a promo. But they are in Texas. They are in the home state of Athena's. I'm gonna go with Athena walking away with the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Reason being, if you're not gonna do very much of anything with Athena on AEW television, send her to Ring of Honor. Do stuff with that. But I'm gonna go with Athena here, and then whoever I don't know who would be next in line to take the title from Athena. Again, unless you want to send Toni Storm to Ring of Honor, but it sounds like Toni Storm is going to be one of their faces of the AEW Women's Division, which is understandable because she did fantastic work, in my opinion, as the AEW Women's Champion when she was the champion. Next up, Samoa Joe defending the Ring of Honor Television Championship against Rock Hard Juice Robinson. And this match was made official on a Rampage last week. During a video package, Juice Robinson challenged Samoa Joe. The same, I believe it was after. It was either before or after Darby Allin did. Challenged Samoa Joe for the TV Championship. I don't think Samoa Joe is losing this championship anytime soon. At least not to Juice Robinson. Like Juice Robinson, he's great. He did sign with AEW, confirmed by Excalibur on Rampage. But I do think Samoa Joe is going to retain here. Build somebody else up to take the title off Samoa Joe. I don't know who. That would be in particular. But depending on how depth and deep the roster for Ring of Honor is going to be come when they eventually get a TV deal, if they even do get one. It's not going to be Brian Cage because they tried that at Death Before Dishonor. So it's not going to be Brian Cage. It's not going to be Juice Robinson. I don't know who's going to take the title off of Samoa Joe. Because it does look like Wardlow. I mean, it might be Wardlow. Who knows? Yeah, I'm going to go with Samoa Joe retaining here on Saturday night. We got Pure Ring of Honor Championship. Daniel Garcia defending against Wheeler Yuta. Okay, so this one is tricky. This match is going to be phenomenal, by the way. I just know it's going to be phenomenal because the last two matches they had against each other were great. They had a match with each other at Death Before Dishonor, which was incredible. They had a match against each other on Dynamite not that long ago, where Garcia won the title from Wheeler Yuta. But Daniel Garcia, I think, is going to retain the championship here. Because it just makes a lot of sense to me. And I don't know what they're going to do with that championship following that, because I'm hoping to God in Christ this is going to be the end of the Jericho Appreciation Society and Blackpool Combat Club. What's the word I'm looking for? Feud. Then we got the third match in the rivalry between FTR and the Briscoes. They'll be defending their tag team titles in a. The FTR is going to be defending the tag team titles in a double dog collar match. We found that out on Dynamite. This match, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love the Briscoes. I love FTR. I really enjoyed their two matches that they had. The Death Before Dishonor match and the Supercard of Honor match as two of the best tag team matches of the year. However, my interest level to see another Briscoes and FTR match went out the window after the second one because I don't know. I'm just kind of over it. Don't get me wrong. The match is going to be phenomenal, but I just don't care. And it doesn't help the fact that the Briscoes have not been on TV at all and can't be on TV because Warner Brothers are stuck up fucking assholes that do not want the Briscoes on television to promote this match. We only found out about this match at in 2 minutes before the show went off the air. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure the FTR started a program with the Kingdom, and the Kingdom, after 1 week, disappeared. Like, they appeared on Rampage. They appeared for AEW. Fucking Mike Kanellis and Matt Taven appeared on Rampage. Appeared for AEW, are signed with the company. At least I think they're signed with the company. And then they just disappeared. Like, what happened to that program? I mean, unless the Kingdom are coming out after FTR retain, I'm assuming. Well, see, that doesn't make any sense because if I'm picking the Briscoes to win here, because I think this is going to be there's that time where Briscoes are going to lose. Not Briscoes, the FTR are going to lose the each tag title that they have until they win the AEW tag titles at Revolution against somebody. But I think the Briscoes are going to win here unless the Kingdom comes out after that match. I don't know what's going to happen here because they were building towards the Kingdom and FTR. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they kind of just dropped the ball on that. Main event. I'm assuming it's the main event. Chris Jericho. Yep, you heard me right. Chris Jericho defending the Ring of Honor Championship. Again, you heard me correctly. Jericho defending the Ring of Honor title against Claudio Castagnoli. This is a rematch from Grand Slam where Claudio lost the title to Chris Jericho. The stipulation of this match is if Claudio loses, he has to join Jericho Appreciation Society, which is why I'm picking Claudio to win the Ring of Honor Championship because I want this fucking storyline to end so fucking bad. Jericho, I will give credit where credit is due. Jericho, ever since winning the Ring of Honor Championship, has had phenomenal match. See, I was one of those many people who immediately shit on Jericho winning the championship, not thinking or realizing or even knowing that we were going to get the type of run we're having with Jericho right now, because we've had banger matches with Jericho since he's won the championship. He had a banger match with Claudio. He had a banger match with Tomohiro Ishii a few weeks ago. He had a banger of a match at Full Gear with Guevara, Claudio, and Danielson. He had 2 killer matches with Danielson for the Ring of Honor title. I think it was 2. I think it was 2 matches with Claudio with Ryan. I know one of the matches was for the Ring of Honor title, but this program with Joss and Blackpool Combat Club has got to fucking end. Like, it's not my favorite thing on this program, but I don't know what they're gonna do next with the Ring of Honor title. Maybe Jonathan Gresham comes back because after what happened with him and Tony Khan and Ring of Honor at what was it Death Before Dishonor, Jonathan Gresham was not happy with his position in Ring of Honor. And I wouldn't mind seeing Malachi Black will go over there and challenge for the Ring of Honor Championship or something like that. I've actually was pitching months ago when the Righteous were still the champions. I said, why don't you just you're not going to really do much with the House of Black. Have them go to Ring of Honor, challenge for the 6-man tag titles. You can get a hell of a match out of the Righteous and the House of Black, or you can do the Dalton Castle and the Boys versus House of Black. You can do House of Black versus I don't know somebody. Now I did think about this here because they did kind of tease this with the tag titles scene. That is, they teased this it was at the end of Death Before Dishonor. Claudio and Wheeler Yuta came out there. They could do FTR if FTR did retain the tag titles, which I don't think they are. Do Blackpool Combat Club versus FTR for the tag titles, or you could do the Briscoes versus Claudio and Bryan Danielson or something like that. Something like that. I would love to see Bryan Danielson work Super Card of Honor. And you know what? I thought now the more I think about this, do Samoa Joe versus Bryan Danielson at Super Card of Honor. I know Danielson's in the middle of a storyline with MJF. He's not winning the title from MJF, but you can do Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson. Go run that shit back. And do some incredible stuff with that. You can do, I don't know, who's a bigger name you can bring whenever Adam Cole comes back, or whenever I'm hoping Adam Cole comes back soon. You can bring him into the Ring of Honor and do some stuff there. When Kyle O'Reilly eventually comes back, you can have O'Reilly do things with Ring of Honor. You can do O'Reilly in the Ring of Honor Championship. You know what? I would love to see whenever Kyle O'Reilly comes back from the neck injury that he had. Daniel Garcia versus Kyle O'Reilly for the Pure Championship sounds pretty nice, if you ask me. I'd love to see that. But yeah, that's Ring of Honor's my predictions for Ring of Honor. Again, very quick preview and predictions here. I will be reviewing the show on Saturday. Like I said, I'm going to wait until after the Scrum to find out what's the latest on the whole TV deal situation with Ring of Honor. What's going to happen next? We're going to find out when Super Card of Honor happens, which is probably going to be around WrestleMania weekend, like it was this year. And we're going to find out some other things. Maybe somebody debuts. Who knows? There was a good chance at one point before the whole brawl out thing. I really did think CM Punk at some point was going to do things for Ring of Honor. That's never going to happen now. But yeah. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown because we got some stuff going on over there. Like I said, we have the tag team match between the Usos and Pete Dunne, Sheamus. You got Shotzi taking on Shayna Baszler, but their respective partners in their corner. We're going to celebrate the birthday of Kurt Angle. We got some more things on the whole Bray Wyatt an LA Knight storyline. We got some other stuff going on this weekend. Like I said, Ring of Honor Final Battle. The first Ring of Honor event that I'm going to review on this channel here. I did forget to mention this on the Dynamite review, but I am thinking of doing Stardom's Dream Queendom show, which happens on the 28th. But it may be a little bit impossible. Actually might not be. The more I think about it, because I will be reviewing on the 29th, which I believe is if I'm understanding correctly, that is a Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I'll try to figure that out here. I'm thinking about recording that. That show is going to have the culmination of Julia's rise to the world title scene as a main eventer. She'll be challenging Shiri for the World of Stardom Championship after winning the 5-star Grand Prix. We're going to have a non-title match between Utami Hayashishita taking on Kairi Hojo. I am thinking about reviewing that show, but I will let you guys know. But until then, I will see you guys Friday for SmackDown. I've been Matt the Misfit. This has been the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. And until then, we're out.